Appreciate you taking a minute to be introduced to the Worth Additive Group and how we're connecting the world with physical and digital inventory. With that, it's only possible with the team that supports it, and I'll hand that over to our CFO first.
Hi, my name is Achim, and my job with the Additive Group really is to communicate what this technology does to your business model and to your supply chain. Excited to be here.
And I'm Ben Cebulski. I'm the sales director for the Worth Additive Group. We consider ourselves more consultants than salespeople, really, and it's kind of where it starts, and excited to see where the journey takes us.
People always ask us, why is Worth investing in this technology and why do they feel it's important? And let's run through a quick scenario. This is a common custom part that might be on an inventory program that we supply today. We use our vast network, our resources to bring this from wherever it might be on the planet to your door for the best possible price. As we look at that as a supplier, this technology being additive manufacturing kind of disrupts a lot of that. Now that you can print that part for a certain cost, you control the time, you control the quality, things like that, does it need to come from a different part of the world? Do we need to be having planes, trains, and automobiles moving different components from all these different sites to make one final assembly, or are they going to print it? As Worth looks at it, there's so many facets this technology is set to disrupt, and I think a story that we always go to is to look at it similar to the music industry. Essentially what they found is, used to, you would have your book of CDs in the car, and you would be flipping through it, and you would have dozens and dozens, and you would move it from car to your house, and it was very kind of cumbersome. Now, as soon as you could turn that into an MP3, most people started burning a CD. So you would take that booklet of CDs, being 50, 60 of them, you would take the choicest tracks, and you would make your Summer Jams 98 CD, and you would only have one CD in your car. You don't have the book anymore because you've condensed what you want. You put a file into a digital library, you curated it to get everything you wanted, and then you put that onto one medium by burning it. So think of it with this part. As they go through that facility and they don't want to buy it from other parts of the world, or they don't want lead times, or they don't want minimum order quantities, is why not put that on a hard drive and pull that down when you need it? It's lightweight, there's no dust that it collects on, it doesn't require square footage to hold it, but yet you still have that part or that music readily available in a convenient way.
And maybe they do want to order it still, right? It doesn't mean that this doesn't serve a purpose to have a backup. In fact, that's like one of the primary things people are doing, is having a twin of their inventory. So you have your physical inventory and your digital inventory. Now you see it accelerating, but traditionally people have done 3D printing for prototypes and haven't really fully utilized the digital inventory side. There's no one we talk to really who doesn't see how to do it. The implementation part traditionally has been difficult for customers because there hasn't been one single supplier. What we've seen now is when we launched is the people have had these ideas and have tried to do it. Now that we're able there, we're kind of like the medium for actually doing it, and we've seen incredible adoption.
That's how we interpret our approach, right? We really want to be the infrastructure for the industry to facilitate a real adoption for our customers, right? So we're not just the guys selling you that printer, we're actually the guys that can provide you the infrastructure where your digital IP protected parts are safe and secure, because you can just hit the button overnight and next morning your part is ready to go. We are the only supply chain provider in the world that has partners that have the product to actually build that environment.
And I'm really happy for them to meet our leadership team, but I'm ecstatic for them to meet the WAG team.
Hi, my name is Jacob Ayers. I am the lead 3D sales support technician for the Worth Additive Group. I handle post-sales support, so that encompasses machine technical support, design support, as well as any production-related needs that our customers may have. The thing that I enjoy most of what we do is working with customers to help them find applications and optimize those applications for the process. I'm really big into lean manufacturing, and a lot of things associated with lean manufacturing are eliminating as much waste as possible in the process. So that waste could be machine time, material usage, hands-on time of a technician working with it. I enjoy helping customers find that solution.
My name is Darren Brubaker, and I'm a 3D sales engineer for Worth Additive Group. What I look forward to the most with working with customers is enabling them to move into this new industry and move into this new technology, and allowing them to fully equip themselves to use the technology. You know, one of my favorite things to work with customers is giving them the ability to think in the 3D world and think about how they're going to additively manufacture this part instead of the way that they traditionally would have done it.
When you look at our product line, what you'll see is industrial grade equipment. Our customers should come to find support from us in flexible materials all the way up to rigids, all the way up to metals. We have a network of partners, but what we do is we have those engineers on the ground that can work through those issues and help you find what tool is right for the job. Because we've vetted all those suppliers, we make sure that they're reliable enough that we would want to put them into a manufacturing environment and trust them as well.
And this is how we really developed, our overall value proposition. It's not like we're going in there selling them, we're answering their calls and answering their questions, because they come to us with specific problems saying, hey, here's exactly what I need to do. How do I get there? So when we look at a problem, we work with them on the type of machinery they want, but mainly we just want to look on the solution. These people have been kind of ignored by traditional resellers because the people selling the product right now don't see the actual long-term solution in supply chain. So when you connect with these people, they kind of really just accelerate the car for you.
I think that's the story of Worth, right? As you look at that bell curve of the distribution of parts, the things that fall into our inventory programs are the stuff that makes that bell curve go up, the high volume parts. That's what we save you floor space, cash, all that good stuff. But when you start to get out on the tails of that bell curve, you start to get into things, and let's use this handle as an example. Let's call this a warranty part. And you've had the tooling for this warranty part since the original production run, and now it's getting worn out. And you're faced with a dilemma. Is I've got a large, ancient piece of tooling that is out of spec. I'm not making the right part anymore when it comes out. And you have the following questions. Do I get a brand new tool, extremely expensive? Do I try to amend this tool with a new technology like additive? Or is the balance to 3D print this handle whenever it comes up as a warranty replacement, and I don't take on either? Right? Because it's not just an engineering discussion, it's not just a supply chain discussion, it's not just a purchasing discussion. Think of it the way cell phone or email affected your business. Cell phone and email affects every single department because it makes you communicate better. Your purchasers are in charge of finding and procuring this part. Your engineers are in charge of designing it and make sure it's going to work. Your supply chain people make sure it's there on time. And this technology underwrites all of those functions because it can give it to you faster and more on demand. Is it the way to get 5,000 of these the fastest? Possibly, possibly not. But what it is good at is quickly revising those ideas and letting all of those different parts of your company speak faster, because just like an email, just like a fax, this is a physical product that you're sending them very, very quickly. So that's where you go as your best engineer could be in Houston, Texas, and they could be supporting problems all around the world, because once they can consult it, they make the drawing, they send the file to the printer, and now they have the master engineer consulting them from abroad.
If I was the customer, my next question would be, well, who can help us kind of steer our conversation, and how do we roll it out in our organization? How do we save emissions? How do we save cost? How do we reduce our vendor base? And that's got to be the focus of our work, right? It's to make it very easy for everyone that's involved in this process in rolling out this new technology, right? And I think success starts with the customer experience. We make it very easy for our customers to, integrate that technology in their existing CPS and VMI solutions, where it's not really a new thing. It's just an addition to the Wirt service that they're used to. So it's a very easy decision for our customers.
We have the global infrastructure today where if we can add this new technology, this new value add, we can do it very, very quickly. We have the expertise, which is digital, so if we're using virtual reality to help you repair things remotely, if you're in some very exotic location, or if you are somewhere where it can be on site, you have that background, but then we have the bricks and mortar and the warehousing and logistics knowledge to make sure that you're always running. We're a multi-billion-dollar organization on value-added programs around industrial goods. And so as you look at how we service our customers in the future, we view this as a giant tentpole subject going forward. And it's not one or the other, it's how do you blend the two to maximize your cost.
What we're doing with additive is not mature. So when you can add that stability and get stickier with your customer and back every single thing you talk about every day and just add this in, it's incredible. And you see it with your customer. You see it that, how happy they are to see you. And it's nothing new for them. I think the value of it is, besides, getting sales and all of that, which is inherent, is just growing relationships with your customers, expanding the topic, and just expanding your presence within a facility. We see it just every day. I'm taken back by it, if you couldn't tell, right?
Well, and the customer's king, and so that's where I really appreciate anybody that took the time to join us today and learn more about the Worth Additive Group. We're humbled that you took the time, and we really look forward to you meeting more of our team. Again, thank you so much for your time, and we hope to be working together again soon.